Do you hear that? Yes, it's time for Stories with Jen and my trusted reading partner, Wally the Wombat. What's that? Yes, Wally. The silly Billy granny took a tumble and she's broken a couple of bones in her wrist. But that's not going to stop us from reading stories, is it, Wally? No. What's that? Please say hello to Wally. Yes, Wally, they're saying hello to you. Wally says hello back. Welcome. Today's story is called Oscar the Fairy Cat, written by Molly Arbuthnott and illustrated by Agnes Traherne. Thank you, Molly, for giving me permission to read your book today, and I do hope I pronounced your name correctly. That's Oscar, and he is a Siamese cat, a very ordinary cat who leads a very ordinary life. But one day, Oscar's life takes a turn. Shall we find out what happens to Oscar? Let's get started. You're sitting comfy? Good. Oscar the Fairy Cat. There's real life Oscar. Yes, he's a real life cat. Oscar was a Siamese cat. He led the life of any ordinary cat. He ate, he slept, and he sometimes caught a mouse. But one day his ordinary life would change forever. I wonder what's going to happen. It was holiday time. Nearly everyone loves holidays. Everyone apart from Oscar. He hated them. Being in a hot car for hours was not fun, so he ran up to the attic and hid. Soon, though, he felt two hands around his tummy, lifting him into a basket and out into the car. The journey was very long, but suddenly the car stopped. Oscar spied an open window. He pushed open his basket door, crept over a suitcase or two, and hopped out. Freedom! But where am I? Oscar thought. He looked around and could see lots of ropes. He listened and could hear waves splashing and seagulls calling. I must be on a ferry, he said. The world outside was rather big and scary, but Oscar could smell a mouse. He ran under cars, around wheels, and over ropes. Where was that mouse? And where was his car? Oscar was lost. And with a roar, the cars started moving. The wheels were very big, and Oscar was very small. I want to go home, he cried, and he drifted off to sleep. In his dream, he was tapping a door. Tap, tap, tap. He woke up, but the tapping didn't stop. There, right in front of him, was a seagull with a huge crab in her mouth. The seagull hadn't noticed Oscar and was startled when he moved his paw. So startled that her mouth flew open and out fell the crab. "It's gone," she said. "Just my luck. I was looking forward to that." "Sorry," Oscar said, feeling slightly guilty. "Don't worry. It happens all the time. My name is Sammy the Seagull. Who are you?" "I'm Oscar the cat." "Why do you look so sad?" "I don't fit in here, and I want to go home." Oh, Oscar. "Come and be a fairy bird with me. We'll have lots of fun," Sammy suggested. "Hop onto my back and I will show you." Oscar crawled onto the back of the seagull, clung on tightly with both his paws, and up they went. "Look how beautiful it is," Sammy squawked. "Can you see the cormorants diving for fish and the dolphins jumping?" Oscar didn't reply. His paws were getting wet and he felt quite sick. Oh dear, poor Oscar. "Where to now?" Sammy asked excitedly. "That's very kind of you, but I'm not a fairy bird. I am a cat, and I want to go home," Oscar replied. "Suit yourself!" Sammy cried as she flew off. Oscar curled up into a ball and cried himself to sleep. He was woken by a snuffling noise. "Hello," a voice said. "I'm Robert the cat, the rat. Who are you?" "I'm Oscar the cat," Oscar replied. "Why do you look so sad?" Robert asked. "I don't fit in here, and I want to go home," Oscar explained. "Come and be a fairy rat with me. We'll have lots of fun," Robert suggested. "Follow me, and I will show you." Robert led Oscar over lots of green, smelly, barnacled ropes and through holes towards the kitchen. "Look at these delicious scraps," Robert said as he hopped into the rubbish bin. "Would you like to join me?" No, thank you. I only eat mice, really," Oscar replied. "Suit yourself," said Robert as he plunged back into the bin. Oscar was alone again. "I'm not a fairy bird. I'm not a fairy rat. I am a cat. And I want to go home," he whispered. But before he had time to think, a large black boot knocked him over. "Meow!" he exclaimed. "Sorry, I didn't see you there. I'm Charlie the chef. Who are you?" "I'm Oscar the cat," Oscar replied. "Why are you so sad?" Charlie asked. "I don't fit in here, and I want to go home." "Come and be a fairy chef with me. We'll have lots of fun. Follow me, and I will show you." Oscar followed him into the kitchen and watched as Charlie started cutting up some vegetables. "Would you like to try?" he asked, passing Oscar a knife. But poor Oscar nearly chopped his paw off. "I think I should go," Oscar said. "Suit yourself," said Charlie. "Your tail is in my salad, so please, could you move?" Oscar slipped out of the door. "I'm not a fairy chef. I'm not a fairy rat. I'm not a fairy bird. I am a cat, and I want to go home," Oscar said as he curled up into a tight ball and went to sleep. Oh, poor Oscar. He was woken by a loud horn booming. "What is that?" he thought, and went off to investigate. A man dressed in a white uniform was standing behind a wheel and blasting a horn. "Excuse me," said Oscar, not forgetting his manners. "Please, could you stop that noise? It is giving me a headache." "Oh, hello! Who are you?" Colin the ferry captain asked. "I'm Oscar the cat," Oscar replied. "Why do you look so sad?" Colin asked. "I don't fit in here, and I want to go home," Oscar said. "Come and be a ferry captain with me. We'll have lots of fun," Colin said. "Follow me, and I will show you. This button lets the other boats know that we are here. It makes a loud noise in the fog, so the boats don't run into us. Would you like to try?" Oscar reached over with his paw, but the button was too small and no sound came out. "How about steering instead?" Colin suggested. Oscar tried his best, but couldn't get a grip on the wheel, and the ferry started going round in circles. "Maybe I should take over again," Colin said. "I will never fit in here," Oscar replied. "I'm not a ferry captain. I'm not a ferry chef. I'm not a ferry rat. I'm not a ferry bird. I am a cat, and I want to go home," Oscar said, looking quite sad. Colin scratched his head. "Okay, there is someone I would like you to meet. I'm sure they will be able to help. Follow me." I wonder where he's going. Oscar followed Colin down some steps towards a little door. "Go through there," Colin told him, "and see what you see." Oscar slowly crept through. Sleeping in a flowery basket was the most beautiful cat he had ever seen. The cat opened one eye and said, "Is someone there?" "Yes," stammered Oscar. "I'm Mercy." "Who are you?" she asked. "I'm Oscar, and I'm a long way from home." "Don't run away," Mercy said. "Come and be a fairy cat with me. We'll have lots of fun. Follow me, and I will show you." Oscar thought for a while and then said, "Okay." The end. Off they went, Oscar and Mercy, on new adventures. Oh, I really hope there's going to be more books about their adventures. Did you enjoy that? If you would like to hear more, click on the link below and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Further down, you'll see instructions to join my Facebook group. And why not follow me on my Instagram page? Wally and I would love to hear from you. Until next time, keep on reading. Bye. See ya.